Here's the last 24 hours in geopolitics. Poland's government says 2 Ukrainian men who entered from Belarus are suspected of carrying out weekend rail sabotage, with officials alleging Russian intelligence commissioned the attacks, and noting the suspects fled back to Belarus afterward. Tusk described the incidents as among the most serious since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, warned of broader Russian efforts to create disorder across Europe, and announced an increased threat level on parts of Poland's rail network. This as Russian forces have advanced in the Zaporizhia region, moving to within a few kilometers of Huliaipole, with Ukrainian analysts describing the situation as increasingly severe and warning of potential encirclement. Other Ukrainian commentators criticized military leadership for slow decision-making, while some analysts said Russia's overall territorial gains remain limited despite heavy losses. Petro Poroshenko and Kira Rudik urged replacing Ukraine's government and holding new elections, arguing that a $100 million energy corruption scandal and attempts to curb anti-corruption bodies show the cabinet has lost public trust. Poroshenko accused officials of failing to act against alleged scheme architect Timur Mindrich, while 2 ministers resigned following the revelations. Volodymyr Zelensky will travel to Turkey with a US envoy to try to revive negotiations on ending Russia's invasion, while the Kremlin says it will not participate. Russian strikes also hit Dnipro and Kharkiv as Ukrainian projectiles targeted energy infrastructure in occupied Donetsk. Philippine forces delivered supplies and new personnel to the Sierra Madre at 2nd Thomas Shoal despite Chinese Coast Guard ships jamming communications around the area. Officials say the mission proceeded without incident even as China expands its presence near the shoal under last year's temporary non-aggression arrangement. Japan advised its citizens in China to avoid crowds and stay alert after Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's remarks about a possible military response to a Taiwan crisis triggered sharp Chinese criticism, travel warnings, suspended film releases, and hostility in state media. Diplomatic efforts have so far failed to ease tensions, while Japanese officials and business leaders warned of economic risks as Beijing presses for a retraction, and both sides cite incidents at sea and broader security commitments. Please share this video anywhere you can to help us keep these videos going.